Hi, fellow entrepreneurs. I hope you're well. This word always, I have a struggle. Is it entrepreneur? How do you say it? But I mean, how you? So today I just wanted to tell you, boy, I am so tired. I wonder if you can tell from my face. But as I'm taking these tapes to go to my metro station and head to the shop, I thought I should do my weekly update. And my this week update is I am exhausted physically. Mentally, I would say I'm alright. I'm very motivated, healthy in there, very much. Spiritually, I thank God for the grace of God. I am flourishing. Yet, physically, oh, that was just a loud part right there. But physically, oof, I am worn out, I'll tell you that. I think what contributes to me being worn out is the commute that I have to take from home and to the shop, which is basically an hour going and an hour coming back. So I have to take a bus. Normally this bus that I work, I normally have to take a bus, and then it will take me to the metro station, where I will take the metro that will go for like 20 minutes to 25, around that. And then I'd walk another 15 to the shop. Yes. And then I have to do the same in the evening. Why? Because I chose to live outside of the city with nature and with tranquility. Barcelona, wonderful. I love you, Barcelona, for business. And for the adventures and for the history and for the people, for so many things. But for quietness, Barcelona does not have a lot of that. Greenery, Barcelona does not have a lot of that. So of course I am in love with Barcelona for all the right things. But boy, it can be loud. And my creative mind, the mind of just who I am, needs quiet. Needs greenery. You see what is happening here? This greenery for me. So yeah, I am grateful because my husband sometimes, because he drives every morning, just very early. Whew, I'm climbing this road, so bear with me. I'll be breathing heavily as we go. But this is the only time I have to do this. So my husband drives to Barcelona every morning, earlier, he leaves home sometimes around 6 or 7 on the dot. I open the shop at 11 a.m., which is the usual for Barcelona before, because earlier than that, people, you may get lucky, but I've tried opening earlier, and the movement, mostly of clients, started around the same time. So, and it's a long day, because if I'm gonna leave home at 7 a.m. and I close the shop at 7 p.m., that's a very long time. So I choose to just pick my bus and go. But he mostly helps me. Sometimes he delays his schedule, God bless his heart, so he can pick me and we can go together. Yet it's not every day, right? Because he has his schedules as well. So that contributes to my commute. Apart from the worn out, wearing out from running business. And I have a confession, multiple businesses. I have several businesses that I'm running, and I'm grateful. In total, the ones that actively bring the income, I would say 2 or 2.5, because my shop is still a baby business. So it depends on how you look at it. If by bringing an income you mean any business that has customer paying money, 3. If you mean profitable ones, 2. So I'm grateful for that. The 2 businesses do. One of them is an online business. I'm a coach based on Swahili-speaking countries because I'm from Tanzania. And then the second one is somehow passively managed because it's again based in Tanzania. But there is always this and that, almost every other day, you know. And on top of that, and I'm grateful, I'm not complaining, I am having this YouTube channel that I'm using for journaling, and to be honest, truth be told, it does not take much of my time because I've simplified my process. I've agreed that you guys won't have the most glamorous editing and things like that, but you'll get the journey. And yeah, so, and that is that I am admitting those words that I think I'm ready to share today. But primarily those are the biggest one. Other things are things that maybe an idea, and I'm thinking maybe I'm not actively doing it day to day, but I'm getting it ready so it can take off maybe in 2 years or so, you know. So maybe once a week I'll have a call about it, and like that. So there is that. All these activities wears you out. Excuse me. You see the greenery, my dear? This is the reason why I commute an hour every day to and from Barcelona. And I take the physical toll that takes. I mean, not every day. I would say 5 days a week, Tuesday to Saturday when I open my shop. And I'm so grateful. I have no complaints. You know those things that you see the toll that it takes on you, but you don't change it. Me being able to live here and just take a metro 20 minutes after a little bit of walking to Barcelona, for me it's great. I'm gonna see if I can fit it this somewhere. No, okay, let me see here, because I realize I use my arms a lot and then we don't have the consistency, but I also don't want it to fall because I use it a lot. So I was saying I wouldn't change nothing. I'm so grateful, super grateful to God for having the home that we're having. Truth. And yeah, so, but leaving the wearing out physically that comes from these other businesses, for Afroglam it is special. You know, all these other businesses, I had the time where the toil was crazy. These are the two businesses. Oh my dear. Oh, the toil in their seasonal beginning was wild. Working Monday to Sunday for 6 months straight. Working Monday to Saturday. And Saturday in my online coaching business, I used to have at least 4 to 6 hours of training for some Saturdays. It takes it all on you. And all the emotional roller coasters that comes with running a business. So yeah, but where they are right now, this is the thing about business. And if there is anything I want you to take out of it, is this. The more you do, the more you study, the more you observe, you establish patterns. And you may find what works. In your first year or in your second year, depends on how your business is and other factors. But so long as you keep showing up and doing it, you will learn, this type of content gives me more customers. This type of initiatives works better. You'll have a lot of mistakes and it's fine. In fact, I don't like to call them mistakes. I just like to call them insights. Insights, happenings that will help you know which is working and which is not working. So I would say while learning is a procedure, is something that is continuous, I at least have a base in these other two businesses that allows me to know what works and what does not work, which cuts a lot of emotional toll from the situation, and cuts a lot of mental toll from the situation, and then cuts a lot of physical toll from the situation. You know what I'm talking about. So that I am grateful. So there is a work there, but it's because showing up takes work anyway, but it's not the same as their first year, or those 6 months, or those 9 months of madness, you know, or those 2 years, because one of them has, I started 2021, so this is the 5th year for one of them, and the other one we started 2022, so 4 years ahead. So you see, they're still young businesses, but it's not Afroglam. Afroglam, we've just had our first year complete in February. So we're now finding our way to 1.5 years. So that is to say, the toll for Afroglam is at that peak point. And you know what is hard about this tape? Excuse me, is because at this point your efforts are not matching the results. And that drains. Tell me, fellow business person, fellow entrepreneur, how is it going for you? Because the moments when you are starting to put, the input is somehow matching the output. You get some sales, maybe they are not as much as you want, but they are coming in to a degree that satisfies that that inner desire, and you are hoping you'll continue to learn and evolve so you can do more. But there are moments in businesses which is where Afroglam is today, where, honey, the effort and the results. I post content daily on social media. I engage with people, and I post on Facebook, which is on Instagram, which is connected to Facebook. So yeah, that goes together. It's one post that goes twice, and then I post on TikTok, and then I am at the shop the whole day. I am the stock manager, so I have to check stock and organize new stock. I am testing new designs myself. I made the website for Shopify myself, which I'm grateful with the way it is, but it has to be continuously improved. I am putting money. I'm setting my marketing campaigns myself. I am organizing with my stock in Tanzania, with my new stocks in Tanzania myself. Apart from taxes, which I'm grateful we have somebody helping me to do my taxes, because I've not gotten around how Spanish taxes work. I just put my receipts and give them my bank statement, and they tell me, okay, this is how much they're gonna cut, and the bank cuts. And it's a tax person that has been this tax consultant has been in our family before I met my husband. He has been working with my husband, so I have that trust. So yeah, I am almost at my metro station, and I'd just like to tell you, it's okay. There is a phase in your business where your input won't match your output. I feel you, because I am in that space myself right now. I am working so hard. I'm at the shop at least 6 hours a day. You are there. It is true, because of my other businesses, my time at the shop is not idle. I'm either online answering queries about my courses that I'm teaching. I'm either posting content on those pages or managing the business in Tanzania, etc. But Afroglam, excuse me, apart from the physical toll, it's also the mental toll, the emotional toll. Last week I told you I started my campaign on Facebook, right? I had a crazy technical 2 or 3 days. Facebook kept telling me they have a debt, like I have a debt I have to clear. I don't have a debt. I had cleared my outstanding from my last campaign that I did run. Let alone, I was like, well, let me just try to run my card. Maybe there are 50 cents somewhere. I keep running my cards and changing. No, they're not taking any money. They're not releasing my account. So I ended up having to use my other advertising account, which does not have the pixel that I want. It was a mess. And eventually I had to run a campaign without the pixel, which for marketing people, they'll tell you, no. And for sure, I put there, and I'm a small business, so a 40 euro budget per day for ads, that is a lot for me. Because if I'm going to sustain 40 per day for 10 days, that is 400, If I'm going to sustain that for 30 days, that is 1,200. You can imagine, it's a lot. And I try now, as much as I'm investing now, I just want to start with $300 euros per month, and see how to increase or decrease as we go. So I did put about 100, and I have to check the accounts, but it's from 140 to 170 for 4 days. And I tell you, I had some likes, I had some engagement, very small, no sales, you get. So then I was like, okay, Miriam, remember what worked? You posted some posts on Instagram, you gained followers actively, you gained engagement. Maybe for now, go back to that. It is true. I think this thing about advertising, we can have another video to talk about it, because I did A/B testing for Facebook, but I use somehow newer things. But for Instagram, there are specific videos that I knew they are working, so I'm capitalizing on that, you know. So it's also a lot to learn. And as I can tell you, I'm not shocked, because it's my first time to run a campaign directly from the Facebook, from the Better Business Suite area. You know, I have always just, because when I was starting, I just wanted to be noticed, so I was just promoting to get some followers, you get. So it was a new experience, and I'm sure the more I get to do it, the more I study, because I'm doing a lot of videos online to improve myself, I'll get better at it. But at this point, my money went, and that's part of the process. But yeah, it's a lot of money. So anyway, my friends, I have just checked in here. I'll be waiting for my train in this space, and hopefully we speak soon. But please tell me, what are you doing this week? Oh, and I'm grateful. I have self-scanning in this week, so I'm grateful. Let's see how the rest of the week will be. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being here to listen as my journey of business unfolds, and I would like to hear from you as well.